Welcome to the podcast, Let the Prophet Speak. Today we continue our study of Sefer Mishlei, the book of Proverbs. We are about to study the second part of chapter 5, Perek Hey. We are about to begin with Pasuk Zayin, that is verse 7. And in this chapter, the teacher, or the mentor, the parent, or the sage, is continuing to teach his students the importance of following the path of wisdom, following the path that he's being taught by his teacher. And as he just warned us in the verses preceding, what we studied together in the last podcast, to stay away from the temptations and the enticement of going down the path of evil, of falling to her charms. And in the past chapter 4, he told us all and extolled the virtues that one gains by following the path of wisdom. One lives a life of chen, of grace, a life where people around you appreciate and know what you're doing, a life where you feel good about yourself, good about what you're accomplishing and achieving, a life where both God and other human beings look at you in a favorable way, a life where you'll appreciate what you have, and so on. Today, after he warned us, while you take this path of wisdom to avoid the enticements of the evil path, of the incorrect, improper way, he's about to tell us just what would really happen if you would go down that path, just how bad it would be. And of course, it's going to be the opposite of the great, tremendous gain that one has by going on the right path. Now, we're starting with verse 7. V'atovanim shimuli, and now my children, listen to me. V'al tasuru me'imrei pi, and do not stray from the words of my mouth, from the teachings I am teaching you. Here, for the first time, he talks to Vanim, his children, as if he's speaking to a group of students and calling them Banim, his children. Harchek me'alel darkecha, stay far away from her path. Her is the image of the femme fatale, the one who entices you to go off on the wrong way, who entices you with her beauty, with her charms, but has only her own self-interest in mind. V'al tikrav el pesach beisa, don't even go close to the doors of her house. Of course, this is warning you against falling for a woman who is going to lead you down the wrong path. So the meaning on the surface face of this advice is important, but it's more important for the meaning behind it. Remember, the enticements that we started off in the first chapter, the enticements were, come, let's make money, let's make profits, let's enjoy all the pleasures of life. Come down my path of deceit, the path of violence, the path of taking advantage of others, and you have all this to gain. So now in chapter 5, he's going to tell us that it's the opposite is going to happen. Because what happens when you happen, all those things that you gain, and all those special things I promised that you would have if you follow the right path, the special honor, the special privilege, the reputation, the knowledge that you're doing the right thing, and the confidence which one gains by following the correct path. If you go down that path, verse 9, pentitein la'acherim hodecha, all of your honor will be given to others. They will take credit for whatever achievements you have. Once you get caught up in the world of evil and falsehood, what ushnosecha, your years la'achsari, are going to be given over to one who is cruel, one who is evil. In other words, you're not going to live a long life. A long life, we said, or chaim, you have a long life if you follow the right path, but if you follow the wrong path, your years will be eaten up by the cruel people with whom you've surrounded yourself. Pen yisp uzarim kochecha, all of your strength will be eaten up by strangers. Your work, it will never be work that you will gain from. Always someone else will be taking advantage of you. This is what happens when you get caught up in the wrong crowd. You think you're going to get all this gain, but in the end, someone else takes it from you. Your toil will be for the house of someone who is strange to you, someone who is other. This is the image. Follow the path of Israel. Follow the path that I'm teaching you, the path of God, because this is the honest path. If you think you're going to go on those other paths, the nachri, the foreign paths, you're going to end up in a bad place. In the end, you're just going to scream when your body and your flesh will be consumed with the evil with which you unfortunately chose to surround yourself. V'yamarta, and you're going to say at the end of your life, at the end of each day, instead of putting your head down on your pillow and being proud of what you did that day, at the end of the time, you're going to say, Ech sanesi musar, how was it that I hated the discipline, the teaching that I was taught, v'tochachas no'atz libi, and I was angry in my heart against people that tried to rebuke me, that tried to teach me the right way. That's where you're going to be. Verse 13, V'lo shamati b'kol morai. I didn't listen to the voice of my teachers, what they were telling me. V'lam lamdai, and those who tried to teach me, lo hitisni azni. I didn't pay ear, I didn't heed, I didn't pay any attention to them. Kimat hayisi b'chol ra, so I almost landed, pretty soon, I landed in all kinds of evil. Kaholva, eda, an evil. This could mean within the kahal, within the congregation, within the group of people who otherwise would have been extolling me, now they're looking down at me. Or this could mean I am stuck within an evil group, an evil congregation, an evil assembly of people that are just not good to me and are all in it for selfish reasons. Just say, Maya mi borecha. Drink water from your bar, from your cistern. In other words, you have a cistern, you have the wisdom within your people, follow it. V'nozlim mitoch ve'erecha. Drink the flowing water from the wells and springs that your people offer you. You have so much wisdom to learn, you don't have to go run to other places. Yafutzu ma'nasecha chutza. If you were to choose the proper path, if you were to stay in your own well, study and learn and follow the path that your teachers are teaching you, then your well springs will spread outward. It's always throughout Tanakh. Nothing is ever selfish. When you gain something special, that specialness, that wonder, that beauty flows outward to all others. Barachovos palgimayim, there will be streams in the street of wisdom flowing because of you. And you will get the credit for it. The credit will be yours because of the work that you've done, and strangers will not come with you and take away your credit, because it will be obvious that you did it in a selfless manner. Your Makar, the origin, your Makar is an origin, or it could mean the origin of the water, right? You, as being that origin, you will be blessed because you are the origin of spreading peace, of spreading wisdom, of spreading happiness, of spreading kindness, chesed, ve'emes, truth, and kindness. U'samach me'eshes nurecha, and you will be happy with the wife of your youth. The image that he's starting to paint now is, and kind of painted before as well, is the image of a person who is married to his wife of his youth and is tempted to follow a strange path, a strange woman, another woman who is trying to lead him down an evil path. But of course, the metaphor is to the wisdom of your own people, the wisdom that you have in front of you, the wisdom of the Torah, the wisdom that I, my mentor, am trying to teach you. Be happy with what you have because there is so much to have, and then you will spread that wisdom, that peace, that beauty outward. Ayelet ahavim, a loving doe. An ayelet is a doe or a female deer of some sort, or antelope. V'ya'alat chen, and a Yael is a Ya'alat is here referring to a female goat, a mountain goat, or an ibex, a beautiful female full of grace. Tadeha yarvucha, or her breasts will satisfy you. In other words, if you stay with the beautiful people that you're with, the wisdom that you're being taught, the Torah that you're being taught, you will be able to be satisfied from her breast. B'choleis, at all times, bi'avasa, because she loves you. Tishket tamid, and you should always be infatuated with her love. Stay with her and stay with her love. Stay and suckle at her breast, so to speak, and learn her wisdom, follow her path. Why should you go and make a mistake and fall on the wayside by following after my son, by following after a strange woman, the other paths, the paths that are filled with evil. And you should go and hug the chest of a strange woman. Why are you going and looking out there if you have the wisdom here to be taught? This is the image here of the stay with the woman of your dreams, the woman that you love, the woman that truly loves you, that's truly here to help you and help you on your path in life, as opposed to chasing after things that are only trying to entice you away. Ki nochach einei Adonai darchei ish, because God is watching the ways of man. There is a creator. He created the world and he set you on a path. Follow that path. B'chol magalosav mifales. He surveys and tracks all your steps. He created a world and he gave you a path that you can follow. Follow it and stay on it. Avonosav yilkiduno es harasha. But the Rasha, the evil person, will be trapped by his own sins. If you fall down if you go down the wrong path, it's your own sins that are going to end up biting you. It's your own sins that are going to trap you. It's your own path that's going to be your downfall. And you will be stuck in the ropes of your own sins. They are the ropes you're going to be tied up with and imprisoned by, are the ropes of your own sins, of his own sins, in other words, of the evil person. Hu yamus be'ein musar, he will die without ever having learned any teaching. Uverovi valto yishkeh, and because his foolishness and the tremendous amount of foolishness he has, yishkeh, he was stuck in it. He was involved in it. That same word yishke came before, where he said bi'avasa, and the love of a woman who loves you, who truly loves you, of the teaching and religion and special wisdom that your people have to teach you, that your own tradition has to teach you. Stay in love with her forever. Here it's saying this person, unfortunately, he chose to be in love with his foolishness, in love with his terrible mistake, his love with his pursuit of pleasure as opposed to his pursuit of truth. Thus concludes chapter 5, beautiful chapter. Looking forward to studying chapter 6 together, and of course the rest of this wonderful book. I wish everyone that joined me a wonderful day, and again, thank you so much for participating. Feel free to comment. Feel free to let me know what you think. Of course, all of these words are things that we can take with us into our day and remember and learn and appreciate. Again, have a wonderful, wonderful day.